In this video, we are going to look at VLookup and how to use it. So it's very simple and easy. In my previous video, I showed you guys a couple formulas like sum if, XLookup, HLookup, and the rest. So this is for VLookup. So now let's start. So we have this question here. We have this table here, and we are going to use the VLookup to search for. The first one is what is the name of employee with an ID 58369. So we are going to start with our VLookup formula. So we just start with the lookup. Good. So the first is the lookup value. The lookup value is what we are trying to look for, which is the ID, right? So we are just, since it's a number, we are not going to put it in any quotes. Yeah. And this is a small table. Let's say you have a table of like 1,000 people, you get me? So you're not going to get a chance to scroll in to find the person with that ID. So now let's enter the number 58369. And when you are entering your formula, just like I say in all my videos, be following the parameters here. Good. So we are done with the lookup value. So a comma to separate it, and now we are on the table array. And this one thing about VLookup, if you are looking for something on this column, your table array should start from this column. If you are looking at something from this column, your table array should start from the name up to this side. If you are looking at it at the location, you ignore this and this and start the table array from this side. Something you should know. So now let's start the table array. Since you are looking for ID and ID is from this section, we add all. Good. And now comma to separate again, and the column index number. So it's the column you are trying to search for the information there. So we are trying to look for the employee name. So it's here. So we are going to start from here where our lookup value is. So it's 1 and 2. So now let's enter 2 there. So let's say we were looking for salary. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. But then we are looking for name, so it should be 2. And now we have a range lookup, true for approximate match, and then false for exact match. I think you can read on that. And now we close the parenthesis. And you can see we have Thomas Davis, which is this, and then 69. Good. So now let's try answer the second option. So this is a string, so we are going to use the quote. So now let's start this. What is the age of this? This employee. So what we are going to do is the VLookup formula. Good. And then the lookup value is this. So let's open the parenthesis and let's enter the name there. Sorry. Good. So we close the parenthesis, and that's it for our lookup value. A comma to separate it, just like I said, the table array. But just like I said earlier, since our lookup value is from this section or this column, we are going to start the table array from this column, not this column. So let's do that. Good. Comma to separate, and we are on the column, and we are looking for what's the age. So this is age. So we are going to start the count from this section too as well, since our lookup value is from this section. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it should be 4. And now let's separate it, and we want the exact match, which is false. You can make it false or 0, it's up to you. And now let's close the parenthesis once again, and we have 30, and still here is 30 years old. And that's it on VLookup. Very simple. So just like I said, I have a couple videos on XLookup, HLookup, index and match, and the rest. You can check them out on the channel. And if you are new here, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and drop your question if you have any in the comment section. That's it. Peace.